Hello. Hello and welcome to the stream. I think that works. No. Pardon me. Anyway, today we are back in Wurm. Is it streaming? It looks like it is. Yeah, okay, good. So we are back in Wurm, and I don't know how much changed since last time. We built this house last time. Or actually, the first floor was there, of course. I had that before. But we built the second story, the second floor of the house. And you see the trees popping in there? Interesting. Anyway, not much has changed. I think I have done some work over here. Yeah, I think these stone walls were not there last time. Just put some stone walls here and some curbs here. And I want to put some stone walls down here as well. Just to make it look a bit nicer and have it a bit safer down there, because yeah, it's a bit unsafe at the moment. We did also very recently receive a lot of sleep bonus. So you can see now I have 7 hours, 19 minutes and 7 seconds of sleep bonus. Which is actually a bit much, because you can only have 5 normally. So you can only have more than 5 if you're being given that from the developers, more than 5. So what happens is that when I'm logged off in bed, I don't gain any more sleep bonus for that. So it can be pretty good to actually use up the sleep bonus if you can use it on something that's useful. So I've been doing that a little bit. You can see it's almost used 3 hours so far. And I also I finally got my beehive to be noisy. I don't know if that was noisy before, I mean the last stream, but it became noisy finally after several months. I think at least almost 2 months, I believe it is. maybe 1.5. And then I put the other beehive next to it, and it just took a few days, and then they moved in. Then the second queen moved into this beehive. So now I have a second beehive, which will hopefully increase the yields here, although the yields are pretty high here already. I guess I will get a lot of grains. I'll probably put another beehive on that other side, or 2 or 3 more over there when these get noisy, which I hope they will get. So the plan today is we have this area here which is very flat, and there's a reason for that, because here, or rather these 4 here, there's actually grown grass on the specific 4 tiles, 8 tiles, but 4 by 2, where I'm planning to build a little harbour building. So I'm thinking it's good to have a building down here for harbour related things, and shipbuilding related things, and maybe also have a larder out here where I could put some of the excess food that I don't really eat anyway, that people could just stop by here. If they're passing through, they could just stop by and get something from the larder, and yeah, that way the food could actually be useful to other people. So that is the plan. The kind of a larder with public permissions, where people could come and have some leftover food, because I mainly just nibble on a pizza and then I use my refresh ability, but I do cook a lot when I get the urge to do some cooking, because I want to get my hot food cooking up. I got it up to 40 now recently, but I want to get it higher. And no, pardon me. And I also want to get the parent skill cooking up, and that takes a lot more time. Maybe I should be making some like salads and things, sandwiches. Maybe I can find some sandwich that's in a good difficulty region. So yeah, this beehive should improve the yield of these tiles here, and we have some flowers here too, so I guess it could produce some honey too, if we need that. I guess you can make mead maybe from honey, something. Otherwise it's not used for all that much that I found yet. But yeah, today I prepared, like the last streams, I had a list on the stream of the materials that I needed to create or gather up, and then I ticked them off when I was done with it. But for this stream I prepared everything, just like in a cooking show. I prepared it beforehand, and we got the planks in here and some of the stuff, and then I need some large nails and small nails, and some minor things that we will gather later. But first of all, I'm going to need the nails, so we can get those, the large nails at least. We got the metal wires here that we're going to need as well for the roof. So small nails, I think we can take all of them. I've got a bit of I mean, it's not an illness cough, it's just that I recently had lunch, and sometimes I get a bit of a cough, a bit weird in the throat after eating lunch. Well, eating, I guess. So here we have the nails. put them in here, so we have everything in one place. And in here we have planks and planks and more planks and some more planks and some wooden beams. If I've calculated this correctly, which I'm not sure about, then we should have everything. Apart from a few materials for the roof and some fences. But this is enough for us to start building, except a hammer. Or a mallet. I guess we have a mallet in here. Just get a mallet from here. There we go. Oops. So, we're going to build the harbour building down here by the docks. Oh. So those can sit here. Maybe they want to nibble on this kelp. It's not growing very quickly, is it? I harvested this when it was tall. Like 3 or 4 days ago. That was a weird glitch. Did you see that? My character jumped up. Okay, so this is going to be a 4x2 building that is half open over here, and this is kind of the main building. Then we have a balcony kind of thing up here on the second floor, and then we will have a bridge over here, rope bridge over to here where the lighthouse building is going to be, when I've mined out enough zinc. I might expand it one more as well if I feel like the 3 bridge is too long. I don't know, does a rope bridge use rope making, or does it use carpentry? Because my rope making is not that great. So I do need to improve my rope making skills, because of the journal. In the journal, I don't think it's this one, is it? Yeah, it is this one actually. I need to make a halter rope, and I think I need pretty high rope making for that. And if I remember correctly, my rope making was like 10. Yeah, 10. I made it to 10 so I could more easily make corded ropes. But I definitely need to improve it a bit more. Right, so now I need to remember what walls are supposed to go where, though. Right. I think we have a big door, double door here. Then we can just have like a window here maybe, and some on this side. I think it's mostly walls, normal walls on this side, and maybe here too, and here as well. Should have a wall. Yeah, we need to have a wall here. Okay, plan a wall here, there. And we need walls here as well. And here. So this 2-tile area will be open to the elements with some arches around it here. And maybe this is where I could put the larder, the public larder. Like kind of like a free, like a vending machine that doesn't require any payment. I guess it could have like a donation box or something there, but I don't know. That could also be a bit weird. I don't know if you can make it so that people can put things into a chest but not remove it. So if it would be a normal chest, then if people were generous and put like a few iron in there, and then someone else could come and just take it. So I don't know. I don't really need any compensation for that anyway. Okay, so let's start with a big door here, right? double door. We're gonna need some materials. So get a few large nails to start with. We could finish maybe this area here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, sure. Not that they are very heavy, these nails. Anyway. And then we need planks. Take some. Not close enough. Yeah, I just take a lot of planks. And here, oh, we need to finalize the build plan first. Then we're gonna build a wooden door double. Is the doors double? So if the door can't make it, then the door double comes in to take its place, I guess. Now these wooden houses are pretty fast to build. I could have also made timber framed house or something, but I already have my main house is already timber framed. Could make it stone, but I don't really like the look of the stone that much for like a harbor building. Or I could have made it, what else? Not slate, because I don't know where to find slate. I could have done sandstone, but I don't know. It's a bit too fancy, I think, for a little harbor building on a farm. But I do think I want to maybe paint it at some point, because I plan to get my natural substance skill up. Oh, there is Aldinisor. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, but welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing good. I'm just knocking away on these walls. Oh, I think this audio is a bit weird. Let me fix that. There. I think you might have heard double there for some time. I hope it wasn't too bad. But it should be fixed now. So yeah, this is for... do I play on Harmony? Yes, indeed. This is Harmony. I forgot to put that in the tweet, actually. I should have put that. Did I actually even update the stream info? No, I did not. Well, let's put that here then. Building a harbor building. Sure. Not pine season either, but well, that's too late to fix. So yes, indeed, this is Harmony. We are on this island here, right in between J and K. 23? Yeah. 23 on the coast. So I didn't mean to do that. I meant to click on this one. So we're over here on the coast. I have a neighbor right close here, who is very close here because he is a friend in real life. So he has his mine next to me to the south, and then we have Sharkbury down here. And this coast up here, we used to have 2 neighbors on, but they are both banded. But we do have 2 neighbors on the hill up here. We each have their each. So yeah, this is a pretty good location, I think, with a pretty nice view out here. Well, Can't really see that much from down here maybe. But we have the big mountains here that are over these mountains down here. And then we have the tall mountain here, which is this here. And right over here we've got a big tundra area. And there, when it's lingonberry season, you can go and gather lots of lingonberries there. Yeah, so this is my little farm deed. I've got my little, well, not that so little, but I've got a cog over there for the long journeys, and the sailing boat here for the small journeys. And it's a pretty steep deed, so I've mostly planted, we've got some trellises over here and some trees on that slope there, and I got my animals behind here. You probably see some of them. There's a bison there, got some cows. You kind of have to improvise a bit. What skills am I training? I'm training mostly the nature skills, I would say. But I've got the most important ones here in my skill tracker. Let's set up another wall. So we're gonna do a normal window here. Yeah, a normal window should be fine. So what I'm mostly training right now, natural substances is extra important, because I need to remove, I've got clay over here where this boat is. Got clay on the ground here, but I've also got clay right here, and I don't really need two clay patches, and I want to build a lighthouse over here on this clay. So I need to remove the clay, and to do that I need to make transmutation liquid, a specific transmutation liquid that uses lemon juice and zinc. And to do that and not have to mine thousands of zinc, then I need to get my natural substances up. I'm aiming for at least 20, but 30 would be a lot better. Because at, like, if compared to now I'm at 10, I would probably need, like, I think I wrote it down actually. Let's see. I'm gonna need 670 zinc for each tile and 125 lemons. But if I get to 20, and I have good materials as well, so I can get the transmutation liquid to around 20 on average, then I will only need half of that. So that's why I currently have that on skill tracker. Otherwise, I'm mostly concentrating on my farming and cooking skills. Trying to get these high, because I like cooking, I like growing food as well. So that is kind of my main focus. And also making sure that the animals are okay, and getting my meditation to 30 so I can get the Enchanted Grass, which is very nice for when you have animals. Since the Enchanted Grass, I don't know if it heals diseased animals as well, but it heals wounds faster when you stand on it. But the main use of them is that it's very, very difficult for the animals to eat up all the Enchanted Grass. Because normally they can pack the ground when they eat the grass. And so I have to go into the pen pretty much every day and replant the grass. But if I have Enchanted Grass, there's no need. Which is, let me turn this off, there we go. which is very useful. So that's why I'm planning to get there. I don't think I'm gonna grind meditating much higher, because the next skill you get, or I'm on the path of love, by the way. The next skill you get on path of love is just to pacify aggressive mobs when you're in an area where you're walking through for a short time. And that's not that useful. I kind of need to fight some more aggressive mobs anyway, get my fighting skills up. Oh, there's also this. We have this new PvPCA help here. This tab, which doesn't really do anything. I haven't tried chatting in it yet. Maybe I should do that. But yeah, we're not on PvP. Harmony is a PvE server. So what server, or are you playing Wurm Online? And if you are, which server are you on? There were a lot of people on Harmony before, but a good number of them have actually moved to a different server or have stopped playing. You can even check here in the area history. You can see we've had a lot of these upkeep disbands and some other disbands, of course, because we're getting close to the, or we are around the 3 months from the Steam launch now, I think. Okay, so we got 2 of these done, and this wall disappeared. The planned wall I had here disappeared. I guess we'll... Okay, I guess we have to maybe finish the outer walls first. We'll build the inner walls. You want to see my armor? Sure thing. We've got... I should turn this on, by the way. I need to meditate in 3 hours. Or actually it's more like 2 hours now. So this is my armor. I've got some steel chain armor. Not the highest quality, around 30, because that's about what I can do. And I've got a silver longsword. But let's put it on, because that's... Or did you mean this armor, maybe? Because it's actually called armor in or it actually works as armor, the cloth armor. This is I was trying to make the jacket yellow. It became more like olive, which I found was pretty nice, actually. Kind of like it. The pants I'm not sure about. Not sure about that color, but I do like the hood color, how it came out. It's always a slightly different color, because I think this is the same green, the hood and the pants, that I used. But to show you you can show you the chain armor as well, because it's very simple to do. But this is what the steel chain armor looks like. It's not dyed, apart from the shield, which is green. And can I zoom in a little bit there? You can see that it's kind of a bluish tint, whereas the iron chain armor is more grey, like light grey. I could take this tabard off as well. Easier to see more of the color of the armor. It does have some kind of leather bits on it as well, even though you don't use leather when you make it. But yeah, that's my fighting armor. I don't fight with the cloth armor. That's just for looks. or for walking around the farm. So let's switch that back again. Because you get slower when you... I mean, of course it weighs a bit, but you also get slower when you have armor on. So I try to avoid using armor normally when I'm not fighting. And there's no real danger here when I'm on the deed. We almost never get any aggressive creatures here. Which is kind of partly a bug actually. Because the amount of aggressive creatures on Harmony has been going down, which usually does, I mean if people kill the creatures. But it has, oh, I'm going over here. But it's not been going up again, which it should. Or not enough at least. So we have a big lack of creatures on Harmony at the moment. Or aggressive creatures, I should say. I don't know how it is with the passive creatures. Oh yeah, the patch, which was it yesterday? 2 days? No, it was yesterday. Yeah. So the patch from yesterday did mention that. That is true. That now the respawn should work properly again. So hopefully we will get some more aggressive creatures roaming here on Harmony. But it will probably take some time because they need to have some time to respawn. But they do have a page where you can see the current number of aggressive and passive creatures on each server, which is pretty useful to be able to track this. Oh, did I switch to the quiet hammer? Well, I don't really mind, because this building sound is not the best in the game. But I sometimes have this thing that happens, that sounds stop working, or the action sounds stop working. I don't know what causes that, but I don't mind too much. I still have the environmental sounds, and I guess since I'm close to flowers, I get the birds, or maybe it's because I'm close to the fields. I don't know. Oh yeah, I did not mention that I actually have another neighbor here who is pretty close. There's actually 2 people, but unfortunately they stopped playing like a month or 2 ago, and they haven't come back. They had animals here by their cart and they died. I put some grass here for them, but they died anyway. And they have their boats here, just sitting around. But I'm thinking that if they're not coming back, then they're probably gonna disband now and like next week or something. I think they made their deed like 1 week in or something like that, because they've started building first without having a deed up here. They were both new players, and the interesting thing is that they walked kind of side by side with me from what's it called, Harmony Bay? Yeah, Harmony Bay. So I walked from Harmony Bay here, just straight east. I was thinking that if I go up the coast here, then I might find somewhere that's not taken. Because it was pretty early, I thought. It was like half a day into after the launch. Unfortunately, it was all taken all the way here along the coast. So I went across here and then went up here, and I found the first free area here where I wasn't too close to any other deed. So I put my deed there. But while I was walking through the forest here, I heard these two people talking to each other in local, and they were running the same way, and it was apparent that they were both new players, and they actually banded together, and they fought. I don't know if they followed me, but they went the same way, and then they were just behind me. So when I came up here, I set up my deed, and after actually having found, I first checked that there was iron here in the ground. Apparently I found out now that there's like 15 or 20 iron veins here. But yeah, there was iron. That was the important thing to me. So I settled there. And then they settled up here on the little further up from the coast. But they did not make a deed at the beginning. They were not very talkative, but they were generally nice. So I was a bit sad when they didn't come back. I think we maybe want to have a window here as well, so we get a bit of light into the house, right? Let's make a window. If we're going to have mostly walls on this side, we could have a window or two maybe on this side too. Maybe one window at least. I'm not sure what I have in my plans, my deed planner plans. But I can't really open deed planner when I have Wurm running, because it kind of, and the stream running, because it kind of freezes everything. It's a bit too much for my computer. So we're going by heart or something like that, by memory, which is maybe not the greatest idea considering my memory in general, but we'll make it work. And even if the good thing about wooden walls is that they're pretty cheap. So if I were to build a wall where I really don't want it later, then I can just knock it out and place it. It's not really a problem. But of course we're going to try to do it right the first time. So I prepared all of this beforehand. I made over 600 planks. And I don't know, maybe like 50, 60 of each type of nails, just so I have enough. And then we're gonna have 6 roof tiles, because 2 of these tiles over here are going to be kind of like a balcony. Oh yeah, it's also Halloween. Is it next week? It might be next week. Yeah, Sunday next week, I guess. Or is it Saturday? I don't really know. I didn't grow up with Halloween. It was something that I learned about from English television, or American television, I guess. But now it has come to Sweden as well. And of course we have it in Wurm, so we're gonna have some events happening. We're not sure what yet though. I think, was it last year or some other year, it was that some mobs dropped something special that they don't usually drop. I mean, mobs usually don't drop things or have drops in Wurm. They usually give you logical things like they would normally, such as fats and meat and hides, I guess. But during Halloween, there's something spooky about, and you get some additional drops. But we don't know yet what it is. I don't know if you get something like unique, like you get at Christmas. I think Christmas is more special, that you get an item usually in a present. If you're premium, I think it's limited to premium players. Otherwise, you could make a lot of alts and get lots of presents. It's probably not intended, or probably not the intention of the developers. Oh, I just got a notification that I have a mouse in my mouse trap. Because I have mice on the attic here, and sometimes in the house as well, but usually not, because my cat usually deters them from that. But I have set up like a live mouse trap now, because they're making quite a lot of noise recently. So I think there's more than one. So I caught one of them in the trap, and I let it out today, this morning, far away from here, of course. Can I not get... Oh, it was just a bit of lag. But I've set it up so I have like a sensor on the moving parts of the trap. So I have one sensor on like the main part of the trap, and then I have a magnet, something like that, on the moving part. So I have set it up then in my kind of smart home system that whenever the connection between these sensors, or the sensor and the magnet, when the connection is broken, it sends me a notification on my phone, because that only happens when the moving part closes, when like the entrance gate to the trap closes. So then I know I have a mouse in the trap. So now I'm hoping that this is not the same mouse that I let out this morning, but it is the other mouse that I also heard in the house. So I'm gonna have to let that out then today, because you're not allowed to let them sit in a trap for too long. But it does have some food, of course, in there. But if it looks... I mean, I don't know how to tell if it's the same mouse, because they look pretty similar, most of them. Since I'm not a mouse, I guess it's more difficult for me to tell. I haven't seen that many mice after all. I think the human brain is more conditioned to see differences in human faces than in mouse faces. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and let that out somewhere far away. But of course, if I keep getting mice like every day in the trap, then it's probably the same mouse that comes back or one of them that comes back at least. But then I will have to go even further away. But yeah, if you heard that little noise from my phone before, that was the notification. So did you all enjoy the winter in Wurm recently? I found it pretty short. I did manage to get 199 quality snowballs for my larder. And some more, that I have some low quality ones as well, that I'm thinking I could put in the new larder that I'm gonna put in here, or kind of next to this. So the public larder, where people can come and get food. We're gonna need to have some snowballs in there as well, so that the food doesn't go bad immediately. But yeah, I found the winter was a little bit short. I think it only lasted like 3 days or something, 4 days maybe. And the only kind of... there is one downside to winter, at least. And that is that the beehives become dormant. The bees go to sleep in the winter. So they don't work. Which is not great for me, since I have beehives and farms. And the farms kind of rely on the beehives to add production to the farms, to the harvest. But otherwise, I don't think that the winters are all that bad, really. They're pretty bright, I guess. Can be pretty bright. And everything is of course white, so it gets a bit dull in some time. But not immediately, I think. It could last a bit longer. But yeah, we're going to need to, when we finish the walls on the first floor, we're going to have to build some more walls, inner walls here. And then we're going to need to make some floors for the upstairs. And a ladder, or a staircase. So should we have a window here maybe? You can stand here and look out to the clay. Yeah, let's have one window. And then we can have these big walls and maybe have a window here. That should be fine. This is going to be a single wall on this side, because this wall here will be an arch. So the house will be a bit thin here on these two tiles, and then a bit thicker here. It's not a big house, because it's mainly just for like, storing some shipbuilding things, and I don't know, maybe trade materials and such. Maybe I'll put up a merchant here later. Though trading food on a merchant is not very well supported. I think it goes bad pretty quickly. But I don't really have I wouldn't say I have lots and lots of fields. My neighbor, Knapp, thinks I have a lot of fields. But I guess he hasn't really seen the massive fields that some people have put up. Even Bun Bun, who also streams, she hasn't streamed Wurm that much recently though. I think she's kind of taking a break to avoid getting burned out, which is a good idea. I've just turned down my playtime a little bit because I don't want to get burned out. Hopefully that works good enough. And hello there, Knapp. Welcome to the stream. I was just mentioning you, saying that you think I have a lot of farms, but not compared to many other people. So right at the moment now I get maybe 0.25 skill every day. So I think I'm gonna need 2 more days to get to 50 farming finally. Then I will finally be a farmer. I can call myself a farmer. In your perspective, yeah, I guess so. Because you have 3 farms, so then this becomes a lot. Although you will be expanding that soon. It is kind of, I kind of think that it would be nice if you could even get titles for like 30 skill or something. But it wouldn't be, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's too easy to get to. Some skills definitely would be too easy. But it could be like an apprentice skill title or something like that. Like farmer could be maybe, I don't know, peasant or... But I guess peasant is not synonymous to farmer. Crop planter? No, I don't know. But I am considering how, I think this, yeah, this level here on my journal, sorry, requires me to get 15 titles. I think I have 6 titles right now. Something like that. But 15 feels really far away compared to getting a skill to 70 and like even building a guard tower feels a lot closer than actually getting 15 titles. And just reaching 30 faith, it's a very diverse difficulty level on these. But of course I need to get to this level first. And it is true that I do get an additional title from here. So that makes it 1 less needed for the next level. Right. I think we need some more planks. Well, we should be able to maybe carry 60 now. Oh, we've emptied 1 more crate. Yeah, exactly 60 planks. That makes it a bit easier. And we're gonna make a regular wall here. So you can see that building these wooden walls is pretty fast. What's it been? Like, it's been an hour now. I didn't really start at the start of the hour. And we've made 6 walls already. So it's pretty quick. I mean, it's not... The timber framed ones just take 5 more actions, I think it is. It's not that bad. And I think that the stone walls, I guess there should be 20 actions as well. So they should be equally fast. Because I think the timer is the same. I didn't actually even consider that we got the action sound back. We didn't. I mean, we lost it and we got it back. For better or worse. And there we see Knapp is logged in. So Knapp lives in, not in my horse's mind, but over here on the hill behind the house here. Actually see it from here. He lives in a mine over there. We can go over there and visit him a little later. But he is a dwarf and he digs in his mine. And he does other things as well. He's got a bit of a overland part to his D2. Since actually, I mean, he can't grow underground right yet, but as my carpentry is getting closer and closer to 70, I could actually fairly soon build him those large planters, so he could grow underground if he wants to. And I'm thinking I'll also grow a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit underground in my cellars. Just to expand a bit on my food production. Maybe mushrooms, because you can't really grow those otherwise. Although mushrooms are not all that useful either. So, I don't know. So right, these 60 planks, they will last. You'll be able to build these 3 walls. And then the remaining 3 walls are going to be arches. So we will need some wooden beams for those. I think it's still 20 planks though. I'm not sure if it is. I'm not sure why though either. Because you would imagine that sure, they could use some beams. That's probably very good for support. But needing the same amount of planks as a full wall is a bit surprising, maybe. Yeah, so we have 2 neighbors up here. So let's see if I can find their house here. No? I think they're a bit too far away for me to be able to mouse over them from here. But I think I can do it from up here at my farm. But on this side here we have Leaf Life, who is, I think, the person on Harmony who has the highest meditation skill. Yeah, can I actually... No, you can't check it on a meditation rug if you have it on you. But when this is done, this wall is done, we can check. Because you can check... There is a kind of hidden feature with meditation pass, in that if you're very good at meditating, which I have not been, because it's so slow, but if you can play kind of all day and all night, and you meditate anytime you can, then you can use a hidden feature called Enlightenment. Well, think it's called getting enlightened anyway. And here you can check on the nature. You usually have the meditate option, which you use. You can also leave your path to change to different paths. And you can check the path leaders. So if we do that, see here that the local leaders are all of these people, lots and lots of people on the path of love. We can see here I should be here around here in the giving part. I think. Or no? Yeah, there I am. And all of these other people are also giving. But then we have the rocks. And we have the splendid. And then we have the protectors. And these are the people who are 2 levels. I think, yeah, 2 levels above. No, 3 levels above actually. 3 levels above me. And these people can help me to advance the path. So what that means is that if I got my meditating skill up quickly and I still have a timer waiting for the next time I can get to the next step or the next level on my meditation path, then I can talk to one of the leaders here and they can help me get enlightened, which will halve the timer for the next level. But for me that's not very useful because I could actually get the next level like a week ago or something. But I just haven't been able to get to the skill required. But yeah, you can see here that Orimov as well apparently, but Leaf Life has the highest level as well on this server. So they are a very relaxed person, I guess. Oops. Do a win wall. Oh, I'm out of nails. Well, we're gonna need 2 more nails there, and then I guess we need nails for these 2. We can get those 5. You can see there, by the number of nails I have, you can see how many walls I need to make in total. Okay, let's continue this. And Leaf Life is actually also a very good foe priest. They've been concentrating a lot on that. I think they play a lot as well. So usually around. But they have, I think they have 100 faith. So full faith. Been praying a lot. Because I saw that they had the titles Illuminated Guru. And I think for Illuminated you need 50 meditating skill. Which seems crazy to me since it's so slow to level up. And then 100 faith, yeah, for the other one. So they're a very good foe priest. It's nice to have good priests around. I need to actually get the help of a priest to bless my transmutation liquid. That I need to remove this. I need to remove this clay over here, because this is the site of my future lighthouse. I'll probably remove these as well at some point, but it's not required, I guess. I'll probably just have grass or some bushes there anyway. Yeah. But I have another clay patch here, so I don't really need 2 clay patches inside my deed. And there's another clay patch very close over there, I think. And another clay patch pretty close over there. So we're not really lacking in clay in this area. What I'm gonna have here, I'm not quite sure. I haven't decided yet. But it will probably be a boat building area. Well, either that, or I might move these rice fields over here. And then I have the boat building area on the back. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Because when you're building a big boat, such as this cog, it takes up a lot of space. So it would go out onto the docks here. By the way, the new feature, new docks feature, that is probably not coming in some time yet, but I'm really looking forward to that. Because doing this, using a lot of material here to build out, especially using dirt or sand, is a bit awkward and it doesn't really look right. It would look great if you could have real docks. And from what I heard, it might even be possible to build buildings on them. And that would be exciting. Then I could have like a gaggle of small huts out there, maybe with rope bridges between them or something. I don't know. But the intention here is at least to have a nice lighthouse, which would probably be a marble lighthouse, because I found out that painting what's it called? Painting a rendered building white does not make it white. Actually, I think if you paint it with a perfect white, you don't get any difference. Maybe a slight grayish tint, light shadow on it. But that's not really what I want. I want a white lighthouse, like a traditional lighthouse. But I can't get that, unfortunately. So the only other options are either the timbered, which I thought didn't look that great on a lighthouse. And the other option is then the marble. And since I've got a marble vein, I thought, well, why not? Let's do a marble building. Then I guess I will have to make a sandstone building as well to just almost complete the set. Maybe I'll make one building that's sandstone and slate. Yeah, and a slate building, exactly. That would have to be required, but I haven't found any slates anywhere. So I'm not sure how we get that. Of course, you could probably buy slate bricks from someone. I think slate is fairly uncommon, or even rare, hard to find. I think even the sandstone is fairly difficult to find. It was pretty lucky that we found sandstone up in that lead mountain. There's a lot of stuff in that mountain, by the way, where leaf life and silic live. I don't know if the algorithm that calculates where the veins go, if they take into account the called altitude or something. Could you say that on the mountain? Yeah, I guess so. Or if it just spreads it around evenly. You just need to mine some tiles, then you'll be under that mountain. Well, I guess you don't really want to do that though, because then you'll be inside of leaf life speed. and that would probably not be great. And you'll also go under the road. And I don't know. It would probably be fine to if you were to deed that over at some point later as well. But well, the road won't interfere really. I think it's only if you expand your deed or your what's it called? The perimeter, because that can hinder the highway connections. Well, not the connections, I guess, but the cat's eyes. Because I put cat's eyes down the road to the south along the highway, and but then when I came to Shockbury, they had their perimeter over the road, so I was not allowed to put cat's eyes there, which means that they have to put them there. Well, or give me permission, but it's easier for them to just put it there. And that would be the same then. If the road would need to change, you would either have to give the people who are doing it permission to put cat's eyes on your deed, or you would have to do it yourself. But you would also, if you get to the road, you would probably get pretty close to Leaf Life as well. It's probably better to go as much south as you can if you want to expand. And there is a good portion, I guess, of the... I mean, south here along the coast, you can prospect on the rock to see if there is anything. And I think we've already found everything, because there's the gold and the tin and the copper and the such. In the communal mines. But then further up there is grass, so you can't prospect on the surface, which means that we have no idea what's under there, and that area could maybe be interesting too. I mean, at least what you can do is dig a tunnel towards that and then prospect in the different areas. And if there's nothing there, then, well, I guess it's not worth going that way. Also, what you can do, as kind of a little trick you can do, if you want good veins, or if you want new veins, is that you can dig out. I think the most efficient would maybe be to dig a lot of tunnels, so that the open tiles will have walls, as many walls as possible around them that are not reinforced. And what can happen then is that if the tiles collapse, there is a small chance that the new tile will become a vein of some kind, any kind of mineral vein. So, I mean, the chances are fairly slow, or not slow, fairly low, but there is a chance. Oh, the new good iron ore vein is south, just need to dig it out. Okay, so you found something there. And that's good that you have a new... You have a good iron vein. Oh, pardon me again. See how many I can take now? Just 26. I guess we'll have to do one at a time to start off. So what we need here is one of the arches. And I don't know which one. So... I guess we'll just do I would think that the arch is on this side, so it would be a right arch. Or is it the opening that's on the side? The thing is that you can turn it around, you can rotate the wall, so it's fine. So we'll just build, like this would be the right side of a 2 arch, if you see what I mean. So we'll try the right arch on this side. Yeah, okay, you just need to dig that one out, because you already have 2 iron veins, but they are poor quality, which is a bit unfortunate. But hopefully if you dig a lot of tunnels, you should be able to get one to collapse eventually, and maybe get a new vein. Or you find a lot of new good veins to the south. But I guess you also have to keep in mind that if you go too far south, then you will go out of your deed. And if someone, for instance, decides to expand the communal mines or something, then they could, by mistake, mine into your tunnels. And then you would have another exit. But you can solve that as well by just building another house to block your tunnel. Or expanding your deed, but of course you don't want to expand it over the communal mines. I mean, there are some settings that you can do to allow other people to mine veins on your deed. But the settings are fairly restricted. You only have the option to allow mining iron, or mining rock, or mining everything else, I think. We can actually have a look at that. Look at the roles, is it? If you look at the citizen role, for instance, we can see here. You can see here that we have mining. We can mine the floor, mine iron veins, other veins, and rock. So you can't choose to allow only mining, for instance, copper veins, or only mine a specific vein. Like right-clicking on the vein and selecting permissions. You can't do that. So if you want to allow someone to, for instance, mine copper on your deed, you would have to allow them to mine all other veins as well, except for iron. I guess we could just put one, or I mean 2 of these. Wait, why do I have 6 wooden beams then? If I only need 1 wooden beam. For each of these. I'm not sure about that actually. Why do I have 6 wooden beams? Maybe I miscalculated that a bit. Because I don't think I need arches anywhere else. Oh well. I got 3 extra beams lying around. It can't be too bad. Probably need to build more. I think one of the maybe weirdest journal entries at a fairly high level though is that you have to make 30 buildings. 30, not 13 or anything. 30 buildings. Everyone has to do 30 buildings if they want to complete the journal, which I guess is maybe not the most common goal for people to have. It's not very visible even, the journal. But still, that's a lot of buildings. Oh, unfortunately our mallet got below 50 quality now. But that's fine. So, moment of truth. You'll see in which direction this this arch will go. Oh, yeah, it was the right way. That's good. So let's do these two here. This one will be left then. And we can start it with putting in a wooden beam here and a wooden beam here. Then we don't have to carry wooden beams around anymore. It looks like you only need one. Yeah. One wooden beam and 20 planks for each of these arches. Did I do a left one? I think I did a left one. Hope so. Otherwise, just have to rotate it. This says arch to wall here. Oh, here it says wood left arch. Okay, good. I like having flowers and grass around because you get these butterflies. They're very pretty, although they are a bit magical, just disappear into the ground. But I think we also have some nice neighbors on the other side here, but I haven't really talked to them much. They used to have a meditation spot somewhere around here, but I think that disappeared. So I made my own meditation spot out here. And for anyone else who is actually, anyone who is on the path of love, this is outside of my deed, so you can meditate there. And I think it's still a special place. There's a special tile there still. Path of Love tile. Although I haven't tried it since I think there was a bush that grew in one of the other tiles. Right, now let's see here. Here we need, what do we need? We need a right arch, because we want it to go like this into here. Yeah. See if we can make that with that. Yeah, it just uses the wooden beam. So I guess it's actually one wooden beam and 19 planks for each arch. Yeah. So let's put these wooden beams away and we'll get some planks instead. We don't even need 40, but yeah, we just get all of them. It's fine. Continue this wall. And then we are almost done actually with the outer walls of the first floor. What we're going to do then is we're going to make walls here, 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 and here. So these two tiles become open area. And we have normal walls behind here. And probably a window or two here. In case I want to put a trader there or something. Or a, not a trader, a merchant. We do have a trader. For anyone who's joined the stream recently, we are in Harmony. We are up here on this island. And there's a bridge here across to the mainland. And on the deed that is here, kind of around the bridge, we have, or the person who owns that deed has a trader there. And also a wagoner. So if we need to move things, big things, we could go there to ask the wagoner to move it if we set up wagoner containers. And if also, big if, we have the highway connected up there and to the destination. Because we don't right now. The highway goes from here and then through the big walnut forest, which is here. I think mostly all of this is walnut forest. And it goes down here, and I think that Sharkbury, our neighbors here, have started continuing on the cat's eyes. And then I think it goes down here along the coast. But it stops somewhere around here, I believe. So I don't think it goes all the way out to the bridge yet. Because I think there's a bridge missing here, where it needs to go over to the other deed on the other side. And then the person who owns that deed will need to make cat's eyes over to the bridge. Unless we go round, which is a bit... would be a bit more work, I'd say. Oh, there is Leaf Life as well. Our masterful meditating priest. They have a pretty nice deed. Not very finished because I think they're concentrated on their priestly abilities. Let me just check something quickly here. Oh, did we finish this? Nice. Then I just have one more to go. With 19 planks. So I don't know if I counted this as 19, so we might have a few extra. Okay, there we go. But that's fine. Always fine to have a few extra planks, although these planks are not great quality. Because I'm just building a house. Doesn't really matter. A house on deed. These planks are actually particularly low quality. But yeah, it's perfectly fine. Planks are always, pretty much always needed. Something. So yeah, I was talking about Leaf Life's deed, that's right. So they have a nice deed up on the hill. Kind of, it's more like a gentle slope on the other side. But from our side here is a pretty steep mountain. And what they've done is that they've made a cave entrance on the other side that goes down into the mountain and then out to the other side. And there they have a door. I don't think they finished it on the other side because I was able to go into the cave. It was open on that side. And I just had a bit of a look around. Seemed like they were decorating a bit in the mine. Looks nice. And then I came to the door and that was locked, so I couldn't go through. But it does connect up to their to the highway, but it's not too wide, and the cave is not too wide, so they won't be able to get a highway connection to their deed unless they expand the deed out over the mountain, of course, down, and then expand the road a little bit. That would work. I don't think I've been up and seen Sulik's feet though. Can't even see the mountain from here. Guess you kind of have to go up on hill, yeah, to see it. Yeah, when I came here, when I first came here on the morning of the launch, so not on the night when they launched because it was really late, but the morning after. Well, I mean, it was not that late that they intended to launch, but I couldn't get in on the first day. On the second day, I came here and made the deed. And then most of this area here was rock, open rock. But I have just put dirt behind here, and then grass has grown, or I have planted grass or other things. So you can use it still, even though it is rock. And you don't want to make lots of mines everywhere, mine entrances. You could still just put dirt on top of it, and then you can have it as a pasture for your animals. Because they don't mind really going up and down the slope. Okay, and you can also have trees, of course. So I have orchards here, and I also have trellis. I don't know. Right, one more plank. We finished the outer side of this. So, can I... Oh, I have my mallet. So, how do I... There is a fence or a wall here. Well, there isn't though. Are they just invisible? If I try here, yeah, but if I try here... Yeah, okay, so I think they're just invisible. Thought it was weird that they disappeared. So I will have to log out and back in again. And hopefully they should be back. Oh, now you can see a bit of my desktop through the capture. You find that interesting? And here we are back, and there we go. Yeah, just as I thought. This looks a bit empty. There we go. We have the walls here already. So now we can put in the actual walls that are supposed to be here. Like a normal wall here. I don't know why that happened. It's not a common thing, I think. I need nails, that's true. I need 3 large... Did it say iron nails? It did say iron nails, so you can only use iron nails for walls. Apparently, you can only use iron nails for the walls. Things go invisible sometimes, yes indeed. Or often if it's on a table in a cave. They seem to have some kind of bug with invisibility or invisible things. I have also had my buckets and things go invisible that I put on other things, that I place on top of other things. So I think there's a bug with invisibility of items that are put on top of other things. This is probably a different bug though, but it's still about invisibility. Oh, and if someone hadn't seen yet, we did get a new feature unlocked. It's not a new feature, but it's new for the Northern Freedom Isles. We got missions on the Freedom Isles. Northern. Sorry. They should be there already on the Southern Freedom Isles. Or the old ones. So what this is that you have some missions that you can use. You can click on this. And first of all, if you want to see this little window with the mission progress, you can open the main menu, go to Tools, More, and you have it here, mission progress, and also the details that you get when you click on this, the same. Yeah. So mission progress is this little progress bar thingy. And you can see here that we have the Libula mission. The current Libula mission is 26% completed. And the current Magranon mission is not completed at all. And Vinora's mission is almost complete actually. I guess it's missing 2 pliers. And then the 4 missions hasn't really completed. And the reason that the foe and Magranon ones haven't completed is that you need to kill 1 creature for those. So it's kind of all or nothing. But if you click on it, you will get this list, and you can then double click on them to see more information. If you look on the foe quest, you can see here that it's medium difficulty, and it requires you to slay the traitor Rooster seen fleeing from Valray, blah blah blah. That's kind of like a story thing. And he was last spotted within... oh! I think Knapp was here. He's investigating the build. He was last spotted within 3 map squares of age 17, which is 17 is the middle of the map, and then H is up here, so around this area here. A pretty large area to find a rooster. So I guess that's why it's not completed, because it's fairly difficult to find it, but to kill the rooster is easy. So maybe that's why it's kind of medium difficulty. Yeah, the first mission, the Magranon, first mission from Magranon was completed very quickly, because that was an easy one for people who have somewhat high fighting skill. Because that was to kill 14 trolls, and people do that all the time anyway. But the ones we have now are slightly more difficult, because 2 of them are finding a creature somewhere within a large area. That's kind of the difficult part. And then the top one is you need decent chain gauntlets. I'm not sure what decent means, what kind of quality that is. But yeah, that could take some time, I guess. You get 75 chain gauntlets up to decent quality. And then we have the Binora ones, which is give pliers, which is easy, really to make. But you have to find the Avatar of Binora. This is slightly easier though, because it says it's been seen near Espazio, which is within 3 map squares of P13. But you only have the 3 map squares one on the other 2 quests. But on this quest you also know that it's near Espazio. Oh, now Knapp logged out, so I guess he's going to prepare for his stream. Close these. Yeah, he's going to take a break. You're going to take a break for your stream. Well, let's see if I can do this shout out thing. Up Zor. Does that work? Yeah. So Knapp is going to, I guess you're going to stream 2 Point Hospital today as well. You were streaming that last time. Yeah, 2 Point Hospital. So 2 Point Hospital's got a new update, new DLC. So if you want to watch that, you can do that on Knapp's channel at 4 CET, Central European Summertime, CEST I guess it is then. Maybe? Soon at least. Yeah, so question is here, should we put windows here? I don't really think we need to have another door. So windows would be better. But do we need 2 windows? Or just 1? I think we should have a window here at least. But if I remember correctly, we can see on this other house over here. You see there's a, oh, that was a door. Let's go over to this other house here, my storehouse. Or in 15 minutes-ish. That's going to be the... So that will be at 4 CEST. In 15 minutes. So this is a wide window, but it has kind of a thing that sticks out on top of it. And this is of course the normal window. So I don't know, should I have these? I think these look better on the 2nd floor. For some reason. But maybe I should have these. I could have 2 of these windows on the 1st floor. Just to be able to look through them. Yeah, why not? Why not indeed? So let's put wide windows here. Right. Window wide. Put these in. And then we will have completed the 1st floor of this building. And it will be a 2-floor building. Which will be very nice. And now I actually see that we have Catspur started to stream, and I was going to raid her, but we don't have enough people here for a raid. So I will continue building this, but if you wanted to go watch Catspur, she is streaming now, and I will probably stop the stream as soon as these walls are done and go over and watch her as well. And it seems then that she has fixed her sleeping schedule, and yeah, so I'm happy about that, because she didn't stream last Saturday because of the stream schedule getting a bit mixed up or out of whack, might say. So last Saturday I think I streamed for like 5.5 hours or something, which is a bit too long a stream for me. But I'm trying to stream a little bit more now because I'm trying to maybe hopefully get to, what's it called, affiliate at some point this year. It's very difficult because we need 50 followers, and understandably most people don't like follow right away. They need a reason to follow your stream, and that reason would be that they want to come back several times, let's say, because I know I'm similar myself, although I've started following people a bit more liberally. Is that the right word? I don't know. Lately. But usually I need 10 here, we need 30. Usually I want to see that I'm going to return like pretty much every stream. I have only 3 planks here. Did I use 2 different ones before? I guess so. Wait, what? Oh no, that's different types of planks. That's true. Right, we only need 30 planks, so we can put some planks back. I don't know how many. One more plank, and that should be enough. So yeah, usually there is this feature on Twitch where it suggests streams that you might find, or recommends them to you. You might find interesting, and usually it suggests those streams that I want to watch anyway, but I don't like watch all the time, so I don't need to follow them the first stream I watch. I can watch a few streams and see if I want to like have them in the upper half of the Twitch window, so to speak. But lately I've been thinking that it doesn't really matter if I have 1,000 streams there or 2. But yeah, there is a goal that might become a reality at some point. But let us check out if, oops, I made a mistake here on Twitch. Let us check out if Casper's not started quite yet. It will start in a moment. So I'll finish this wall and then we will stop the stream. And I want to thank everyone who has been watching, and I want to thank Aldinisaur especially for following, and I hope you enjoyed your time here, and that I might see you again in a different stream. And if you enjoy Wurm, then I do recommend going over to Catsper's stream, because she is a great streamer, great Wurm streamer. I think I watched some other streams she did as well. She is very calm, she has a very nice voice, and she's very nice in general. So if you like calm, chill gameplay, and you like MMOs, especially Wurm, then I would definitely recommend her. Did this go the right way? Yeah, it did. Okay, good. So we will end the stream there. We've almost finished this building. You can kind of see how it's going to look. The wooden walls are not that great looking, but oh, light changed very suddenly. But I hope that I will be able to paint these at some point. It'll look better, and it will get a second floor, of course. This little thing here is not going to be needed because we're going to have a ceiling. on top. But I guess it's just decoration. Oh well. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you have a very nice evening or day or night, whatever time it is with you right now. And I'll see you another time. Bye bye. Bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.